there's the electric version. Now before we start introducing the string bends and little hammer-ons and pull-offs, in other words, little techniques and extras we can add to make it uniquely your own. I'm not going to teach you exactly how Gary Moore does it, because too many people have done it like this already, and it's nice to be able to control such a beautiful piece and add your own in. So it's nice to add those little extras. Now first of all, I want to make sure you know the tune. Now I'm going to play this tune through again, but this time with no hammer-ons, no pull-offs, no string bends, note for note, just to make sure you've got the melody and the timing. Okay, also in the beginning there's a little slide which is going to go from fret number 12, fret number 7, both on the 5th string, and it ends off at fret 8 on the 6th string, and then the song starts and goes into the basic melody. But as we said, the introduction, without any bends, you must know the tune, and then we're going to tie it in with a scale, and then we're going to see how we're going to make it a lot more fun with some string bends and slides and other various things. Here we go. The slides first. Okay, now this scale that we're going to use for it is actually one of the modes in the key of C major and A minor. It's built from the Phrygian scale, and as one of my friends said, oh, it's the Phrygian Walkabouts. No, it's Parisian Walkabouts, not the Phrygian Walkabouts. But let's just get the scale, and we're going to start at fret number 12. It's going to go from the 6th string, 12, 13, 15, going to go to the 5th string, 12, 14, 15, 4th string, the same, 12, 14, 15, next string, 12, 14, onto the 2nd string, 12, 13, 15, and we end with 12, 13, 15 again on the 1st. So let's just play it through once. And as you come backwards, you can actually hear the tunes sort of unfold inside the scale. I'm going to go once backwards without any sort of rhythm placing. Now watch this. I'm going to skip these notes and start here. It's actually inside the scale. Now to make it fun, instead of starting on the 12 and then going to the 15, why not take this 15 here and bend it? Because then it sounds like that. So if you bend the two notes together, they actually become one. There you can hear that 2. Sounds terrible. And as you bend the 15 up enough, an entire tone, it becomes the same as the 12. So we start now with it. And then you simply release, which could be seen as unbending, but the correct term is release. So you come back down, so it's... And then instead of picking the 13, we try pull off. So watch slow motion now. Bend, release, pull off, and a slide. So now we're adding some nice techniques to give the song your own unique character. Now even Gary Moore doesn't play it exactly the same way live every time. It's a beautiful song to be creative. That's what I want us to learn from here. With the next 3 notes which go, I want you to try again or slide it. Make it your own. I'm going to stress this over and over again. I want us to innovate, not imitate. Okay, that's my little slogan. Okay, so your new intro could sound like this. Nice vibrato there on the bend as well. Notice with the bend, these 2 fingers that are busy wiggling support the ring finger. So it's, there's the vibrato. Let's put that riff together now again. and then maybe a rake. And then the trick with the rake is you want to end the rake on the target note, and the target note is going to be 13 again that you're going to bend to 15. So with the rake, we do that. Now with the picking hand, the trick with the rake is to put your palm flat across all the strings, so it's dead, dead, dead. But as you reach the string you want to play, you lift the palm. You can see my hands lifting there. You see that movement? So if you're watching now this hand, I'm going to play the suggested tune again from the beginning. And that time, for the 14 to 12, I did a pull-off instead of the slide. Remember, this whole thing must become spontaneously your method of doing it. For the next bar, instead of going, maybe try a little lead in to that 15. Like that, for example. Or you can do a bend, slow motion on the third string, sliding to the 15, or you can go hammer, hammer, and a bend. So you can really play with this, and I want to encourage you as much as possible, experiment. So the next phrase, for example, can go and then maybe a rack again because it sounds cool. Or if you want to get fancy, you can do a pre-bend. In other words, you bend up, you don't hear the bend, and you have that. So you don't hear this, you just hear the after effect of the bend, which is quite tricky because we have to make sure you've pre-bent the correct pitch. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the backtrack on one more time, and I'm going to play some variations around it and see how nice it sounds. Have a look at this. You'll put the bends in, the slides in the beginning because it's fun. Okay, I'll fluff that one. Let's try it again. Okay, you'll notice that the notes still sounded pretty cool there. So the trick of here is, as long as you stay within the scale, everything will work. Now this time I will get it right, promise. And over there, for example, when I wanted to go to the 13, I did a little in slow motion. That's just a quick hammer on and pull off sequence. Okay. And you go. And it all sounds nice. So all these techniques will actually work. So I want to encourage you to create your own, have fun with the piece, and yeah, just enjoy playing and get your scales going. And I'd love to hear you make a recording of yourself playing it. Send it to me so I can hear what you're doing. And enjoy Phrygian Walkabouts.